Hi everybody, it's time for some Road to the Show, and in this episode I'm taking on the New York Mets, traveling to Citi Field, and the Rockies currently are 11 games out of the wild card hunt. It is the end of July, so we're approaching the trade deadline, so there's a possibility that I could get traded here. We'll just have to play these games through and see. It's a 4-game series, so here we go from Citi Field. It's game 1 of 4. The Mets, by the way, are ahead of me in the wild card chase, so I need to make up as much ground as possible. And they've got Matt Harvey on the mound today. The Mets have a really nice rotation. I think they're one of the top 2 teams in that division, obviously. You got the Washington Nationals and the Mets. So I think either of those could win the division this year. Depends on how Matt Harvey comes back. Harvey's pitching this game, and he had a surgery, thoracic outlet surgery or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see how he rebounds. You can see the Rockies have a 1-0 lead here. I had a base hit in my first at-bat. And now it's time for my second at-bat. I'm going to try to hit a dinger over to the left field seats here. But Harvey's pretty tough, so popped it up. This might be a tough series with the Mets rotation. Syndergaard, deGROM, Cologne, Steven Matz. Here's Neil Walker, the Pittsburgh kid. Watched him for years as a member of the Pirates. And it looks like I get to make my first play in the outfield. Oh, I can maybe rob this one. No, it's not going to get there. Not quite. So Walker gave it a little bit of a ride, but I was able to chase it down. And we got a 1-1 game here in the 6th, so I need to hit a home run here and give my team the lead. Let's see what's going to happen. Throw the pitch. Come on. Yep, that's gone. That might hit the apple out there. Oh, over the apple. There's a big apple that comes up when the Mets hit a home run out in center field. If you're a Mets fan, you obviously know that already. And sometimes balls land out there in batting practice and stay on that partition, and I guess you used to be allowed to run out there. I never did it. I know my friend Nick, I think, went out there once, but I guess now they've tightened up the rules at Citi Field and you're not allowed to anymore. And there's another home run. So 2 home runs here. That one's into that second deck. Stadiums with an overhang like that are never fun to go to for me, especially for batting practice, just because it kind of limits where the balls can land. Like in the lower level, the balls land in the first 6 to 8 rows or whatever. And then anything that's hit real deep ends up in the second deck and you have no chance at anyway. Like Cincinnati's like that in their left field seats also. Target Field's like that. And there's a few other parks that are like that as well. And that's the game. So the Rockies won that game, and I was the leading hitter there with the 2 home runs. I've lost track of how many homers I have. I probably should have looked. I think it's around 36. So the Rockies are up 1-0. This is a 4-game series, so it's game number 2. I started the series 9 games under 500, so now I'm 8 under. And let's see who I'm going up against this time. Oh, I'm already down 2-0 in the second inning. So that means the Rockies went down in order because I think I'm the cleanup hitter now. This looks like Jacob deGROM with that hair. Yep. And it looks like I'm going to get a double in the gap here. No, that's gone. Made it out. Nice. So a leadoff home run there. Well, not technically a leadoff home run, but open the game with the home run. It's 3-1 now. Let's see if I can. We need to get some runners on base for me. It seems like I don't hit as well when the bases are empty. That one's slashed out there, and that might be a double. It's going to be a little bit close. I'm in there. I think my speed rating is like a 74 right now. I did use some training points on that. And here's Jacob deGROM. Man, he looks skinny there. That long flowing hair makes his body look smaller from that angle. All right, Jacob deGROM, we're all playing way in, and he put a charge into that one. Jacob deGROM just hit a home run. The pitcher. And an opposite field home run, no less. Now, if you're deGROM, you've got to take like a 40-second stroll around the bases and just milk this for all it's worth. Oh, there's the sign guy from Colorado. Looks like he's changed his allegiance. Wow, that was a wall scraper. I almost robbed that one. That would have been awesome. I want to see how close I got to it. So this replay should show. It's looking like it's way deeper than it was. But that one just got over. I just missed that one. Just missed it. That's that little party deck out there. I think it. I mean, by no means am I at Citi Field regular or anything like that, but I think it's like, what is it, like $100 for a ticket out there or something like that? And I think it comes with all you can eat, food and drink. I don't know, I'm probably wrong, but I didn't make it to Citi Field last year. I usually go to Citi Field when the Pirates play there. I would like to go to Citi Field this year. The Pirates play the first weekend in June, so that's something that I have on my schedule. Now, I've only been to Citi Field 3 times. I went in 2010 and saw the Mets and Nationals, caught 5 baseballs that day. I went in 2012 in September and saw the Pirates, had 7 that day. And I also went in 2014 on May 26th, but there ended up not being batting practice at all on that day, and I had planned a double header. So I went to the Mets and Pirates at Citi Field, and then I also went to a Phillies game. So I only stayed at Citi Field for like an hour. I got shut out that day because like there was nothing going on in the field at all. But anyhow, I just lost that game 4-3. So that Jacob deGROM home run was the difference in that game. That really hurts. So right now the series is 1-1, and I've got a chance here to do some damage in game number 3 in the first inning. There's 2 guys on base. There's 1 out. I'm up here, and no, looks like I popped it up. Well, that's disappointing. So that's going to be caught, but the runner is going to get to third, I'm hoping. Yeah, the runner's at third, so it's first and third. Hopefully the Rockies can make some good out of that situation. Looks like they did get a run, but now the bases are loaded with Curtis Granderson up, and I'm going to have to make a play here because there's nobody out. So got to be ready to throw home or throw to third. Oh, no. That's a grand slam. Another little wall scraper. If they hadn't moved the fences in a few years back, that would have been caught. 7-1. This game is pretty much all but over. I mean, I might be good for maybe like 3 or 4 RBIs. There we go. There's 2 RBIs. That's way out there in the center field. That's a long home run. Almost 450 feet. But we're still down because that was only a 2-run shot. 7-3. All right, let's make a play. Sometimes I think I should move myself into third base or something just to get some more action. Some of these fly balls are becoming pretty routine out here. It's just like run to the spot, and then the player does the rest. All right, here we go. I'm 1 for 2 with a home run. It's 5-7, so I could help the team get one closer here. It'd be nice to be in a 1-run game. Oh, come on. That's going to be a pop-up to the center fielder again. So first inning I did that. This inning I did it again. 1 training point. Big deal. Oh, it's 6-7. This is a big spot. Come on. Need a home run here. If I can get a dinger here and tie it up, we're still... Oh, I think I pulled that one foul. Kind of tough to see, but their fielder just caught it right up against the fence with his back against the wall. Oh, that hurts. If I would have just given myself one more training point for power, that would have been out. So it's 6-7 still, and it's the 7th inning. So I might get another at-bat, maybe in the 9th inning. Hopefully the Rockies can shut them down here. And this is Cespedes. Please catch it, please catch it, please catch it. All right. So we're out of that inning. Let's see if I get another AB. Yes, but it's 11-6. Man, the Rockies, they just need to get some pitching. Like, in real life, their offense is so good. If they could just get a quality staff, like a league average staff, they might be the surprise team in the wild card this year. And that's the ball game. I made the last out. So that's our 2nd loss in a row. We've dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mets. and it's the trade deadline, so the Rockies just acquired a left fielder for Jake McGee, their closer. So I might be traded here. Oh, they also just traded DJ LeMahieu away for some prospects to the Royals. So the Rockies are cleaning house here at the trade deadline. They just traded Carlos Gonzalez away to the Athletics for Marcus Semien and a center fielder. I don't get it. They kept me, but they traded away 3 of their best players. Well, officially the Rockies have raised the white flag on the season, and I don't know how I feel about that because I was really hoping to get into the wild card, but I mean, they just traded away 2 of our best offensive players. I mean, who's left on the Rockies now? They've got me. They've got Gerardo Parra, and Mark Reynolds. Who else? David Dahl. I can't even. Jose Reyes. So this is not going to be. I mean, it might be, but they've just really hamstrung their chances here. I guess in real life, if this was like a real season, if you're 11 games out in the wild card or whatever, or 12 games out or whatever I'm right now, at the trade deadline, you're gonna make those moves. So, I mean, at least this game's realistic. I just wish they would have traded me to a contender. That would have been nice if I could have gone back to the Pirates. Well, anyway, this is the final game here. It's the 4th game. We're going up against big boy Bartolo Colon, and that's going to be a home run. So maybe I should have made my player like 8 feet tall so I could rob these. It's 2-0 in the 5th inning, so Colon is pitching, and Gem here moving right along. Need to get a home run in this game, and I hit a dinky ground ball, but it sneaks through, so that's a base hit. Hopefully the depleted lineup can get me home, and they don't because it's 4-0. Here's big boy Bartolo. They really kind of exaggerate his girth in this game. He hits a medium range fly ball. At least it wasn't a home run like deGROM. Looks like his helmet. Look how big they make him. It looks like he's like wearing one of those like sumo wrestler suits underneath his jersey there. Oh, there we go. Back on the right track. That's a home run. There's nobody on base though. That one's up into that second deck. I guess that wouldn't be a bad place to go in batting practice if you had like a guy that you just know mashes. You could be like the only one up there. Probably chase down a couple home runs and not really have to compete too much for them. But I dropped the final game, so the Rockies lost 3 out of 4 to the Mets, and now in the wild card, they are 11 games back. I'm going to try to make up ground. I think the Dodgers are up next. Thanks for watching, everybody.